Meet Aubrey Graham. See, Aubrey had a problem. Everyone hated him. And it's so much more people than you can imagine. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in. When The Weeknd was first coming up, Drake said, sign on my label. The Weeknd said, nah. Drake said, okay, can you help me with some songs? Though The Weeknd said, sure, why not? Drake said, can you help me with some more songs and some more songs? Matter of fact, can you just give me half your album? The Weeknd said, I don't really have a choice because I'm a new artist, but I'm not gonna sign your label. Drake said, that's okay, we're still friends. Then Drake started dating his ex-girlfriend Bella Hadid. Meet A$AP Rocky. Drake took him on his first tour ever, but Drake noticed something. A$AP Rocky kept hanging out with this girl named Rihanna, and Drake really liked that girl named Rihanna. Fast forward years later, A$AP Rocky gets married to Rihanna and they have kids. Drake didn't like that very much. So Drake starts saying mean things about him and his wife, so he gets mad. Meet Ricky. He thought Drake was a little weird because of the whole Meek Mill situation and for the fact that Drake called for a cease and desist on a French Montana song behind the scenes. But Rick said, we're still friends. Rick Ross then features on Metro Boomin's new album, does not say anything about Drake, but Drake took it some type of way. So Drake invites Rick Ross's ex-girlfriend to his concert. Rick Ross doesn't like that very much, so he gets upset. Which brings us to Metro Boomin himself, who's the man who kind of started this whole thing. See, Metro didn't really like Drake because Drake has always been weird in the industry. He thought it was a little strange that Drake was still getting awards for an album that nobody listened to, and Metro was not getting any awards for his album that everyone listened to. Drake said, screw you. Metro says, screw you back. Future didn't have no big problems with Drake, but he's very close with Metro Boomin, and he's been in the industry a long time. He knows. So he probably thought, I see where Metro's coming from, but it wasn't that deep for him. Drake didn't see it that way. Future, you chose your side. I don't care if you're talking about me or not on the album, screw you too. Pusha ain't really had no problem with Drake like that, but I need you to pay attention. Drake had a problem with Pusha T because Pusha T had a problem with Drake's mentor, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had a problem with Pusha T because Pusha T had a problem with Lil Wayne's mentor, Birdman. Pusha T had a problem with Birdman because Birdman didn't pay Pharrell money for a beat. And Pharrell and Pusha T go way back to the days they weren't famous. Another trend you'll see in all these beefs is Drake inserting himself in a position he just doesn't need to be in. Like Megan Thee Stallion, she was having a problem with somebody named Jay Prince, Tory Lanez. Drake said, ooh, let me hop in. So Drake makes a song about her saying some crazy things. It gets wicked. He then gets mad at Ja Morant, starts to beef over a girl. He then starts beefing with Common because Common dated Serena Williams and Drake likes Serena Williams. He then starts beefing with A$AP. Did I mention him? He then starts beefing with Ye. It's always been a love-hate thing between them. But then when the Pusha thing happened, Pusha T is signed to Kanye's labels. They were close, so Kanye chose Pusha T's side. But then Drake starts getting close to Kim Kardashian. Kanye thought that was weird, so he says, screw you, Drake. He's also had beef with Tyga, Joe Budden, Jhené Aiko, Tinashe, Childish Gambino, I believe. A million people. But most of all, the people have always been a little annoyed with Drake. Fun fact, Drake as well as Kid Cudi and Kanye were the first people to make semi-nerdy cool in the rap game. Those three were in the forefront of rap is changing. But everyone tolerated Kanye and Kid West, but Drake took things to a whole nother level. Let's just be frank, Drake is half white. But that's not the problem. The problem is to many people, Drake puts on a persona of blackness. If you're not black, that's not up for discussion. Listen closely. J. Cole is half white, but he acts like J. Cole. Accepted. Lil Yachty is from the suburbs. Acts like Lil Yachty. Accepted. So Drake being half white and being from the suburbs really has nothing to do with it. It's the fact that he pretends to be someone he's not that kind of annoys some people. It's the fact that many artists claim that he takes their songs. XXXTentacion is one of these people. This is why his whole crew OVO hates them because they make music too. But apparently he takes all their songs and doesn't let them release any music. It's the Ghostwriter claim. It's the fact that he's always messaging young women. It's the random petty stuff he does online. Now you may be asking yourself, has all this been going on for 15 years? Why would people still mess with Drake like that? Well, that's because he was making good music. The moment he stopped making very good music, the bubble that he'd been building for so many years was ready to pop. And then there's Kendrick Lamar. See, Drake took Kendrick on his first tour, the same one that he took A$AP Rocky on. But then Kendrick comes out with a song called Control. It's a Big Sean song as well. And Kendrick is throwing shots at everybody in the industry, but it's friendly competition. He said, I got love for you all. Everybody he named was cool with it. In fact, they said, if you got named in that Kendrick verse, that means you're a good rapper. Everyone except for Drake. You see, Drake took it the hardest. He took it very personal. Drake went to Kendrick, said, Kendrick, huh? Drake said, why would you say you got love for me, but then say you want to take the rap crown from me? I would like an apology. Kendrick said, okay, I'm sorry that you took it the hardest. In fact, I hate you, and I've always hated you. You know why? Because you're weird. I don't like your morals. I never wanted to say anything. But it turns out I just found out that I'm a little weird as well. So, let's talk about it. Drake said, fine, we finna see who the craziest. Kendrick said, you don't want to do that. Everyone in the industry tried to tell Drake, you don't want to do that. Drake did it. And well, that's why we're here now.